brought the camera the prompter way closer to me, so that's a bonus for today. Good way to start the morning. Okay, I'm assuming you can hear me. Good morning, I'm Ervin. Thanks for joining us for this news update. Topping our news this morning, trade ties between the U.S. and Canada took a sudden optimistic turn today as the two countries signaled they were on track to meet a tight Friday deadline to revise the North American Free Trade Agreement. President Trump says that Canada, quote, very much wants to make the deal. He also said the U.S. proposal would be very good for Canada. The President and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau talked by phone, and both said the conversation was cordial. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos is preparing to release new rules for strengthening protections for students accused of sexual assault on campus and lessening the burden placed on schools. The rules will narrow the definition of sexual assault that schools are required to deal with and will restrict eligible cases to those that occur on campus. They will also raise the burden of proof used by schools when adjudicating the cases, with schools permitted to choose between two legal standards in determining an accused student's guilt. The Education Department plans to formally propose the rules in September. U.S. markets continue to go up as soaring profits at smaller publicly traded companies drive markets to record levels. The sweeping tax cut passed last year has driven corporate profits up across the country, especially at small businesses that get most of their sales from within the United States. Profits at smaller U.S. companies have soared upward by some 35%. The companies trade on what are called small cap exchanges and continue to outperform larger corporations. Some observers feel this is because talk of trade wars with other countries hold down investment in large publicly traded companies. And it's finally here. The college football season is now in full swing. Alabama traveled to Orlando last Saturday for its first game of the year and defeated the Louisville Cardinals by a score of 35-17. The Crimson Tide will host its first home game this Saturday here at Bryant-Denny Stadium as the Red Wolves of Arkansas State come to town. Other games in the Southeastern Conference has Auburn taking on Alabama State, Kentucky at Florida, and what should be a good game in Columbia, South Carolina, as the Gamecocks take on the Georgia Bulldogs. That's the news for now. I'm Ivy Ervin. Thanks for watching and have a great night.